Yeah,
And
so
that's for 3-pin plugs.
yeah, so you got your 240. Obviously, as long as you got 240 connected, you will get 240 out of that. The little socket one, which is like cigarette lighter on your car, that is your 12-volt outlet. So if you're not on the grid, so if you're not connected to 240, you can, the specific TVs you can get, which you can run 12 volt.
Yeah.
But obviously, the more 12 volt you're using,
Yeah.
the quicker it's going to run your battery down, depending on what you've got plugged in.
Yeah.
Okay. Aerial wise, you've got TV aerial. So the one at the top, that is your external point aerial.
Yeah, if you want to use
And the bottom one is the onboard aerial.
that one down there.
Yeah, no. The two on there.
Oh, the two there.
Yeah, so you've got two there. You're not pointing the camera at it at the moment. That's it. Put it at the wall. Yeah. So the top one, you can get adapters so you can go direct, as I said, to a bollard outside.
Okay.
And the bottom one is your onboard aerial, which is inside your wardrobe.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So
I see.
yeah, so your onboard aerial.
I see.
Yeah. So you've got a what is called a directional. Okay. So this, to operate it, you got. If you want to bring the camera here, so you can just see. There's a locking nut on the shaft here. So you just loosen that. Have a look. See where everybody else is pointing their aerial. And then all you do is just push that up,
turn that around.
and you can turn it around. So
And
you
that's
got a red
your
spot
onboard
there.
aerial.
That's it. Yeah. So you can turn that to wherever you want. Then you lock it off. What you've also got is this handle here. What that will do is turn the top of the aerial to a tilted angle. Again, have a look at everybody. If everybody else is doing that, obviously they must be getting a picture. So do the same. Okay. Then obviously for travelling, make sure you bring it all the way down because you don't want that higher than your van when you're travelling. Okay.
Good. Yep.
And then at the back, that's your amplifier for the aerial.
Okay.
Okay, so that needs to be switched on when you're operating you want the TV.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Good. Right. Next thing we've got, obviously your fridge. As you can see that we've got. If I just come down this side. Right. So what you've got is on-off button is this little tiny button here. You see that? That's your little on-off button. Your screen's asleep at the moment. Blue light there, that indicates, or solid blue light indicates we're operating okay. If I press any button, I can just do that to light the screen up. You see we're actually running on gas at the moment. If I press this button here, which is a select button, I can operate on electric. It's difficult to see from this angle. Or press it again. Oh, we've got auto on this one as well, which I've just realised.
And what does the auto do? Does
Right. Auto will select what energy it thinks is best at the time. So if you've got electric connected, it will go for electric. If electric's not connected, it will try and fire it up on gas. And if gas is not available, it'll look for 12 volt. The 12 volt is coming from the vehicle when the engine's running. So it won't go, when you're on site, it will not draw 12 volts to cool the fridge. Okay, so that's just there just in case you can travel.
So when you're driving,
yeah,
that's still running off the battery on the vehicle.
yeah, well, it's going. Yeah, it's going for the
Automatically
for
does that.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's
yeah.
on auto.
Yeah. Well, you can just select battery as well if you wanted to. So if I select it again, so it's now looking for 12 volt. See that there? Blue light's flashing now because it's saying no, there isn't any 12 volt for me to use. So that will only happen when the engine's running. So before you travel, if you've got this setup at home, you can cool the fridge down before you go on 240. Then just before you travel, either that or you just put it on auto, but it'll select it anyway. So or just before you travel, select 12 volt. So as soon as the engine starts, that will provide power to keep the fridge cold. Yeah. Okay, so it's acting a bit like a cooler box then as you're travelling. Okay. Right. If you have this flashing when you've got it on any other energy, so say that's happening on the gas, that means the gas has failed to light. Okay. So all you do is press and hold, switch the fridge off. Okay. Check 1, you have turned the gas on. 2, you have got gas. So what you can do is fire your cooker up. You can see you've got gas then, so you know it's not that. The other reason maybe it's got a bit of air in the gas system. Okay. So what we need to do to purge that out is switch it back on again. So after about a minute, switch it back on again. It will reattempt to light it. If it fails again, switch it off. So then we're trying to purge the air out of the gas system. So if you change your gas cylinder recently, or you haven't used the fridge for a while, it may take 2 or 3 attempts to get it to light.
Okay.
Okay. Then most people tend to run it on electric because most of the time that they're on site, they're plugged on into electric anyway. Okay. This side of it is your temperature range. So all 5 lit. You can see that's the coldest setting for your fridge.
Okay.
Okay. So it depending on where you are, what temperature is outside, so obviously to what setting you want on that.
So at the moment it's running off the power.
Yeah, so it's running off 240 at the moment, yes.
Okay.
All right.
So really, to be as economical as possible, it's best if you're in a park. Because
Yeah.
if you're not in a park and you're outside and doing your own thing, if anything goes wrong with the 12-volt system with a battery system, then you've got no
with your
backup.
battery, yeah, exactly. The battery is your backup kind of thing, really. But a lot of people do. They'll go on rallies and all sorts of things where they've got no electric. Some people have solar panels fitted to obviously extend that power that bit longer, so that the solar panels just be there really just to trickle charge your battery rather than operating all the systems. But so they're there, and they're obviously you have to be very economical. Obviously, you can't do what I've done is switch fit all the lights on and things like that, because obviously the battery will die as soon.
Yeah.
It's not going to last too long. But as long as you're economical, you can last 2 or 3 days probably. But it all depends on time of year. If it's in the summer, you're not going to use much of the lights because it's going to stay light longer. You're not probably going to use the heating, so you're not going to be using too much energy on that. But the fridge might use a bit more, but
So if your battery goes flat, you can always find the local motel.
yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, if you're that way inclined, yeah. If you're not too happy with the motor room, right? So just a word of warning. Obviously, if you're in the kitchen operating it and you see this step behind you, yeah, just be careful you don't go backwards out of there.
Keep the door closed when you're cooking.
Yeah, but then on a hot day, well, hopefully you won't be doing too much cooking on a hot day, but you never know. Right, cooker. You got a 12-volt igniter on it. If you had a gas cooker before, okay. So it's easy as just turn it, press it, that lights it. But you've also got
Is that on gas? But I thought there was no gas bottles connected.
no. I've got my gas line connected at the moment.
Ah, you have.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's the actual heating would probably run on a bit of gas as well, and the fridge was then. Okay, you have got an electric ring as well. Obviously, that's only going to work when you've got 240 connected. Obviously, to use less gas, obviously you can use the electric ring more. Same with
Now
the
those
microwave.
gas bottles, excuse me, but interrupting.
Yeah.
The gas bottles, can you change them in Europe? Have you got a problem with
No.
adapters?
It depends. Calagas, you won't get on the continent. So Calagas is just this country. So what you can do is have a camping gas, which you can change in Europe.
So we want 2 camping gas bottles.
Well, if you're going to do a lot of Europe, perhaps yes.
We're going to
heading
Europe
straight
on
off.
Friday.
Right. Yeah. So camping gas. The problem is camping gas is not a big. You don't get a huge bottle with them normally. And there may be other gas. You can have fitted a. You see cars that used to be powered on gas. There might be 1 or 2 still around. On some garages, there's still where you can top them up. So you could actually have 2 gas flow fitted. So you have a connection where you can top up via that. I'm assuming they do that on the continent as well. I don't know, I can't say, but I haven't been on the continent. Otherwise, it's camping gas, which is
And the cylinders are smaller than the ones.
tend to be. Yeah, I'm not sure if you purchase gas across there.
You don't know if you'd have them here or not?
We have got the little tiny camping gas. I'm pretty sure we've got them, but I have to talk to the lads in the shop and they'll be able to tell you. Okay, right. So that's your cooker. What you will find, obviously the grill operates exactly the same, is things like this left inside the grill pan. You'll down the road. Sorry about that, but obviously that'll remind you to take it out. Anything that's not secured down when you're travelling, especially them things, will rattle and will cause you headaches. Right. So always make sure you take these out and put them in a safe place in the cupboard, or wrap. Some people wrap them with bubble wrap. Anything to stop things
Wrap them in
rattling.
bubble wrap and put them back in again.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, as long as it's not rattling. And obviously, metal against metal, it's obviously will cause you a headache. Obviously, that also lights. You can see the
Oh yes.
reflection as well. Okay. Same with the oven.
Okay.
All right.
Easy.
Easy as that. Easy as that. But obviously, just be careful. Obviously, most of the time you'll be in the cooking, the oven door's shut anyway. But
Yeah.
someone's in the bathroom and then opens the door.
They've kept this van in very good condition, haven't they?
Yeah. You can tell by looking at it. There's not many dints and things like that on the inside at all. So they've look. You know, a lot of people, motorhomes, caravans, the same. They do look after their things.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of them. You obviously get the odd 1 or 2 that they don't care and they just make a right mess of these things. But yeah, the same as we'll take that out now so I don't forget. Glass plate. Obviously, you don't want to travel it. 1 because of rattling. The other 2, if it does pop open, bang on there. Again, something like that is going to cause you problems or expense. Right, microwave. So this, just turning this on its own, just goes through auto menu. So obviously we don't want that. So press power button. So So if I press it again, so we're 100%, press it again 80%,
Oh, yes.
50%,
Yeah.
so depending on where you want it at. So once I press that, I can then turn that for seconds. So it goes up in 10 second
Yeah.
increments. Then you just press start, away it goes, or press the start button, goes up in 30-second increments and then starts automatically.
Okay.
I don't know how long you want to
No,
run it
that's
for.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, bathroom. Right, so you can see that what we've got here. Right, this flushes off, as I said, off the main tank.
Yeah.
Okay, so pressing that, it won't do anything unless you've got the water pump switched on.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is your flush. What you've also got there is an indicator to say your waste tank is full.
Okay.
Okay, so if that lights up, you know that's full.
Yeah.
Right, right. To use it, what we've got. Remember that wastegate I talked about? So that operation there opens wastegate.
Right.
Okay, so obviously use it, flush it,
Close the wastegate.
then close it again. Okay, so that will seal, obviously seals and stops the smells coming into your van.
Okay.
Okay,
Perfect.
that's obviously the other thing you need to make sure it's closed before you try and take the waste tank out. Okay. Also, it does swivel, so there's a reason for that. Obviously, they are designed to fit in the smallest of spaces.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Just turn it around until you fit in.
exactly, yeah. You can see it's not a huge amount of space.
Because
in
I
here.
was sitting on it with my legs sticking out here, and I thought, how do you do
Well,
that?
some people could do that. Depends how good a relationship you've got, obviously. Right, shower. Shower, obviously, important for winter. If you can see that, obviously, best to take that off and drain it down. Okay?
Okay.
Again, drainage,
In
open all the
case it
taps.
freezes up.
Exactly, yeah. What you've also got here, you see this control there? Right, so you have got a limited amount of water you have got on board.
Yeah.
So hot water the same. 10 litres of hot water is not going to last long. If you have the shower just flat out, 10 litres of hot water soon goes down, and then all that is doing is being topped up by cold water.
Yeah.
So at a certain point it will go from warm to cold to freezing.
Yeah.
So what you can do is just press that, a bit like a garden hose, you just
Yeah.
use a bit at a time.
Yeah.
Okay?
So, yeah.
Or if you put it in that position, that's just continuous.
Alright.
Tis on a mixer tap down here,
Right.
so you can gauge your temperature and then you just on off from there if you want to. But as I said, most
You
site
use the site
facilities,
power.
site facilities, yeah, exactly. Use all their hot water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of sites, caravan club sites, you know, they
There's
always,
another, there's a waste though, because it takes up so much room. I mean, and if you're in a park, you're using their facilities anyway. Yeah,
Yeah.
this takes up so much
yeah.
room.
What I tend to use it for, because we don't tend to use a shower on board, use it as somewhere to put the laundry basket or whatever you want to put in there, storage,
Yeah.
which a lot of people tend to do. You know, as a storage rather than using it as a shower.
Good idea.
Yeah, it's plus if you think about it, wet coats as well. Where you're going to put wet coats? If you come into the van, there's not really anywhere to put them. So in the shower, it tends to be the place where you want to put them to dry out.
Yeah.
Obviously, knowing what the weather's like in this country.
Okay.
All right, right. Just trying to think if there's anything else. Obviously, you've got a carbon monoxide alarm and a smoke alarm.
All right.
Obviously, these are all fitted into these vehicles now. Obviously, for
Okay.
your safety.
Is there anything
I
else?
think that's everything on the habitation side of it.
Well, it's just the
Okay.
driving side of it, but that's just standard.
Yeah, it's driving. It shouldn't be anything too complicated. I would have thought if as long as you're doing different things. But
Paul said that there was some
radio. Yeah, I just need to go and locate that. Obviously, they're taken out to make sure that no one takes them.
And you have to get to learn how to use the reversing camera.
Yeah, that automatically comes on. You
It
put it in
does.
reverse. Yeah,
I know that. I know
Yeah.
about that.
yeah, very very good. Them things are because with a
And
vehicle.
and anything else?
I don't think there's anything too complicated on.
No,
You've got
that's it.
wipers. And, oh, the other,
We've got our own GPS, which we've got to fit,
Yeah.
but we can do that.
that's it. That's
And that's it, really.
it. Yeah, your seats will swivel, and if you did that when you had a look at them,
Yeah, they swivel around, and,
Yeah.
and they do fall back, come back a
yeah,
bit
they
too.
tilt back as well. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'm excited.
That's good. That's what I'd like to hear. Yeah, it's obviously nice.
My
Nice to
wife's,
get out.
my wife's very
Anxious.
nervous.
Are you anxious? I can understand. There's a lot of people come and they're like, one, it's a lot of money to spend. Plus, you think, oh, am I going to like it? Am I going to do? You know, is it going to be?
I'm
Well, I
sorry.
said, I
You
said,
will-
I said
oh,
to my
it's-
wife, look, if you don't like it within 2 weeks, we'll just bring it back and sell it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you will enjoy it.
Yeah.
You will enjoy it.
Oh, no, I think it's
The
beautiful.
first few trips out when you're not quite sure on how things work and things like that. Not stressful, but it's like, well, how does this work or whatever. But obviously you'll have the video and things like that. We're here 7
Do I
days a
switch
week.
this off now?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, we're here 7 days a week.
Yeah.